When a student gets the wrong math main idea, it might feel like the whole lesson got derailed. It didn't. It just got useful. The wrong math main idea is not a problem to fix. It's information about how the student is interpreting that math story. In this next video, I'll show you what to do when that happens and what to do if that problem persists. Hi, I'm Julie Russo, creator of Structures of Equality for making sense of math stories. There are two very common ways that students misidentify math main ideas. One is they'll identify every story as a parts equal total relationship, or another one is where they're looking at a comparison relationship specifically and they force it into a parts equal total relationship. Both errors help us understand what the students are paying attention to in the story and help us move forward with our instruction. By default, students often go to parts equal total because it's the one we often introduce first and it's the one that they feel most comfortable with. So they'll go ahead and jump to drawing a parts equal total without really even identifying the relationship that is occurring in that math story. When this happens, you can ask the students to retell the story in their own words and help them identify the relationships occurring in that math story. If they do draw a model to accompany the math main idea that they've identified, you can point to different parts of their model or ask them to identify which part of their model aligns with what part of the story. So if they drew a parts equal total structure of equality and the relationship is obviously compare, you can ask questions like, tell me about your total bar, or what's the longer value, what's the shorter value? Really identifying the different parts of the structure and then having the students realize their error is a much stronger teaching point than just correcting that error in the moment. One or two misidentifications in a lesson is normal, but if it becomes a pattern, that's a signal. It's a signal that students may not have enough exposure to the three structures of equality. If they're leaning only on parts equal total, we may need more mixed practice with compare and repeated equal groups. Another useful tool is my math main idea sorting mat that can be found on my website. There's one on there that's already done and filled out, and there's another one that's blank. You can insert your own math stories. Using this math main idea sorting mat helps the students focus in on the relationship. You're not asking them to solve. They're just identifying the relationship in the math story and sorting accordingly. When a student misidentifies the math main idea, it's one of the most useful things that they can tell you. It identifies what they're missing, what they understand and don't understand, how they're interpreting the relationship in that math story. And that's information you can use to teach with.